Let's go see what the hydroponic tomatoes are looking like. I've got a bunch of tomato plants here. Here and here. Matter of fact, let's count them. So I've got 70 plants that I was hoping to sell, and they're truthfully they're getting too big. They really need to get in the ground, or they're going to get extremely root bound and just have issues. So I was telling Noel, maybe I should just set up in the front yard and really grow tomatoes. I could do it. I do it well. There ain't no work right now. I think I don't know. I think I'm gonna pray about that tonight. So let's sucker some tomatoes. If you don't know what suckers are on a tomato, let's find a good example. So what you got is you have your primary stem, you've got a leaf node, you've got a leaf node, and then right here in the crotch, that's a sucker. That will make a whole other plant. I'm gonna go ahead and trim it up too. There's no need to keep that foliage. I'm not trying to grow foliage, I'm trying to grow tomatoes. So something else I'm doing with these tomatoes is I'm gonna go ahead and trim up the foliage, because I'm not trying to grow foliage, I'm trying to grow tomatoes. And this right here, this is a Cherokee Purple, and they are famous for setting what's called a mega blossom or a mega bloom, and it makes a big old ugly tomato. And I'm going to discourage those this year. I feel like they take away a lot of energy from the plant. So now if you'll take a look, it's a lot cleaner plant. We don't have. If you have never had a zipper cream pea, do yourself a favor and go find some and get them planted. It is the absolute best pea you could ever eat. The other day I was out here tilling, and so I went ahead and put fertilizer down 5, 10, 15. And then I went ahead and just lightly tilled that into the very top of this soil. I got my rows laid out, and now we're gonna plant some seed. Once you've got a furrow cut in that row, then you can take your seeds and start dropping them in there. We're probably going to plant them about probably 8 to 10 inches apart. Over 8 or 10 inches in between plants, you're going to start getting a lot of weed pressure. What you want is those plants come up real quick. So I got my peas in my furrows, and now what you want to do is just take your rake, go back and cover those up. All right, I am about to wrap this day up here. Let me show you what I did. So this is my deer management plan. So what I've got is I've got an electric fence here. It's 2 strands, okay? And that's going to go around this entire plot. In this plot, I've got Roma beans, and I got zipper peas right here and here. I still got 2 rows that I ain't decided what I want to do with, and then I planted some blue lakes down there at the end of that plastic. So this is going to be a deer haven. So I'm trying to keep the deer out of here. So I've got the electric fence, 2 strands going around the inside, and then I've got a second electric fence that's about 3 feet out from the inside fence, okay? And that's at a lower level, or it's at a different level than what the inside fence is. And what I'm told is when the deer come up to that, they're not going to be able to tell the distance that they have to jump to get over that, and it should deter them from jumping that fence and eating my peas up. So y'all pray for me. I hope this works. So what I've got here is I've just got a regular old solar electric charger here. I think we got this at, I can't remember where we got it, a Patriot Solar Guard 155. And that thing hits pretty hard. So I'm hoping it's going to get the job done. So we'll see what's going to happen. I'm about to hill some potatoes. I know we've talked about this potatoes so many times. But man, I think I just feel like they're worth talking about, because these are the healthiest potatoes I've ever seen. You know, we're setting blossoms, and they're just beautiful. Man, they're nice and big and tall. What I'm told is there's a couple fellas in Norman Park, Georgia, that's got some real pretty potatoes. But I just don't think they're as pretty as these potatoes right here. You know, I mean, those are nice guys over there. They do a pretty good job of gardening, but they ain't got no potatoes as pretty as this. They don't have potatoes as pretty as these potatoes right here. So let's get them healed up.